You are here because you have hit that wall, haven't you? The endless cycle of guilt, the wasted hours, and that sinking feeling that you are not living up to your full potential. It is a tough spot to be in, and trust me, you are not alone in this fight. But what if I told you that today, right now, could be the turning point for you? That is right. You are about to watch something that is going to change the game entirely. In this video, I will be sharing with you the dark side of masturbation, the side no one talks about. And I am not here to sugarcoat things or pat you on the back. I will get real with you, talk about facing the hard facts and making a choice that will redefine your strength and resilience. So, if you are ready to break free from the chains, to reclaim your time, energy, and dignity, then you are in the right place. Let's roll. All right, let's get straight to the point. You have probably heard a few good things about masturbation, maybe even read about some benefits here and there. But let's not kid ourselves. The list of negatives and the consequences it has far outweighs those occasional perks. You must look at the bigger picture of how this habit is actually affecting your body and soul in all the bad ways. First off, let's talk about energy. Your life force. Every time you jerk it off, you're draining the very energy that could be used to build your dreams, to chase your goals, or to simply be more present in your life. Think about it. That lethargy, the lack of motivation you feel afterward is not just in your head. It is a real consequence that is holding you back from reaching your full potential. Then there is the issue of mental health. Sure, you feel a temporary high, a quick escape from reality. But what follows is guilt, shame, and a hit to your self-esteem. It is a vicious cycle that can lead to anxiety and depression and make you feel trapped in your own skin. Is that brief moment of pleasure really worth the long-term mental battle? While others are using the same energy and mental health to live a much more successful life that you are only dreaming about. And let's not forget about the impact on your relationships. This habit can skew your perception of intimacy by creating unrealistic expectations and making it harder to form genuine connections. It can drive a wedge between you and your partner, or keep you from pursuing meaningful relationships altogether. Isolation, loneliness, these are real consequences that can stem from a habit that is supposed to be just about self-pleasure. Physical health takes a hit too. Sure, you're not going to drop dead from doing it, but excessive masturbation can lead to issues like erectile dysfunction, which is not just an old man's problem anymore. Young guys are facing it too, and it is not something you want to deal with, trust me. I will talk about this consequence in detail further on. And finally, think about the time you are wasting. Every minute spent masturbating is a minute you are not working on yourself, not learning something new, not working out, not building relationships. Time is the one thing you can never get back, and you're choosing to spend it on something that offers you nothing but a few seconds of escape. Yes, masturbating is normal, but listen up, because going overboard with it can mess you up in ways you can never expect. I am here to give you no BS, but only real downsides of it, the stuff that will make you think twice before going down that road again. I'm about to lay out some hard truths that will change your view on masturbating forever. First up, low sperm count. So, you think hitting the high score frequently has no consequences? Think again. Overdoing it can lead to a drop in your sperm count. Your body needs about 74 days to cook up a new batch of swimmers, and if you are constantly depleting your stock, you are not giving it enough time to replenish. This isn't just about today or tomorrow. It is about your future and your plans for a family. You need to keep things balanced, so when the time comes, you are ready, and your fertility isn't taking a hit because of past habits. Moving on to fatigue. Ever feel like you are just zapped of energy and dealing with back pain, or just not feeling yourself? Well, excessive masturbation could be draining more than just your energy. It is a full-body issue that causes physical and mental fatigue and even chips away at your self-esteem. You start missing out on life and feel weaker, and it is a downward spiral from there. Your body is telling you it is time to ease up and find that energy for things that light you up, not just a quick fix that leaves you feeling empty. Now this is a touchy one, premature ejaculation. It is frustrating, embarrassing, and can really throw a wrench in your intimate moments. And guess what? Too much solo time can actually make this worse. It is like training your body for a sprint every time when you really should be prepping for a marathon. Good intimacy doesn't only mean lasting longer. You need to enjoy the journey, both for you and your partner. If you are rushing to the finish line alone, you are missing out on the real connection and satisfaction that comes from a shared experience. Okay, this one is big: erectile dysfunction. And no, it is not just an older guy problem. Young dudes can face it too, especially if they are overindulging in self-pleasure. Constant high stimulation can numb you to the real deal and make it tough to perform when it actually matters. Now this will leave you in more than just a moment of embarrassment and take away all of your bad boy confidence, your relationships, and even your happiness. Are you 25 and looking like you are pushing 55 because of your hairline? Listen, if you are hammering away at it every day, you will just speed up that balding process. While genetics play the biggest role in hair loss, stressing your body constantly isn't doing you any favors. So, if you want to keep your scalp covered with hair and not a cap, it is time to ease up and focus on healthier habits. Your hair's not going to thank you for putting it under stress. Dial it back, and you will keep your locks a bit longer. Moving on to something you definitely don't want to mess with: penile injuries. Yeah, you heard that right. Going too hard or too usual will actually lead to real damage down there. I am talking about tears, irritation, or even severe conditions like Peyronie's disease, where your buddy down there gets bent out of shape. This isn't just about a little discomfort. It is about risking your ability to enjoy a good love session or even function properly. So, is it worth it? I don't really think so. For the love of God, treat your body with a bit more respect and care. And just when you think it couldn't get worse, it does. Because then, there is the issue of swollen genitals. Imagine waking up to find your private parts looking like they have gone a few rounds with a heavyweight. Not comfortable, not normal, and definitely not something to ignore. This can be a sign of overdoing masturbation that leads to lymphatic issues or even infections. It is your body's way of saying, hey, give me a break. Ignoring this can lead to more serious health issues. So man, it is time to listen and let your body recover. Next up is something you would not have heard of, but it is causing real distress out there: DAT syndrome. This condition is rooted in cultural beliefs, particularly in South Asia, where there is intense anxiety and guilt over the loss of semen, believed to be vital to physical and mental health. Guys suffering from this syndrome experience symptoms like fatigue, weakness, and anxiety. They think they are losing their life force with every ejaculation. Whether or not you buy into this, the takeaway is clear. The stress and guilt you are piling on yourself with masturbation messed with your little guy's functions and your head big time. Here's a big one that can hit you where it hurts: reduced sensitivity. Constantly seeking that high level of masturbation can dull your senses and make it harder to get pleasure from less intense stimulation, like during real, intimate moments. This means you will find yourself struggling to enjoy sex or even achieve orgasm without that extreme stimulation you have conditioned yourself to. In this way, you will miss out on the highs and also lose touch with the real, intimate connections that make those moments special. Time to rethink your habits and save those sensations for the moments that truly matter. Lastly, let's not forget about testicular pain. Ignoring the discomfort and pushing through pain can lead to serious issues like varicocele or epididymitis. If you think I am just throwing fancy medical jargon at you to scare you off, you need to get yourself checked, dude. Because this isn't any minor stuff to joke about. It is about your future and your ability to have kids. If you are feeling off down there, it is not a suck it up and deal with it moment. It is your body waving a red flag, telling you to slow down and check in. Gambling with your health is a losing game. Pay attention to what your body is telling you and seek medical advice if something feels off. It is better to be safe and healthy than sorry. Your health is priceless. Treat it that way. After laying out all those negatives, I am betting the real man inside you is starting to wake up and think twice about going for that quick pleasure fix, right? Or at least, that is what I am hoping. Now let's talk about how you can actually kick this habit to the curb. First off, take a hard look back at your life. And I am not just talking about those natural urges. Dig deep into your past, your story. Ever faced abandonment, any kind of abuse or trauma? Grew up in a dysfunctional family? Parents not around much, or dealing with their own demons like drugs, alcohol, or mental health issues? Because you could be using masturbation as a way to take control or escape from all that mess. It is time to face those shadows, not run from them. Next up, shake up your environment. This isn't a cure-all, especially if you are deep in the trenches, but it is a start. If your desk or room setup triggers that habit, it is time for a makeover. Move things around, change the scene. I have heard stories like this one from a 20-year-old at university, struggling with porn and masturbation because he was alone at night. As a solution, he switched up his routine and studied at the library with friends checking in on him. This helped him get rid of the environment where he would sit alone and end up watching porn every night. It is about breaking the cycle and leaning on your community. This is a tried and tested method. I can vouch for this. Get rid of all pornographic material. And I mean all of it. No, I am not just talking about magazines or DVDs. Today, it is all about digital. Delete anything and everything that is a trigger. Hard drives, cloud storage, social media, you name it. And yes, it is tough. I have been there. But trust me, clearing out that junk is like taking a massive weight off your shoulders. This way, you are setting the stage for a cleaner and clearer path forward. Another crucial step is figuring out what triggers you to masturbate. Is it the pressure cooker of stress, a blowout with your partner, or it is just the endless loop of sleepless nights? Knowing your triggers is like having a map in a minefield. If stress is your trigger, then a rough day should have you on high alert, ready to steer clear of old habits, clash with your other half. Don't stew in solitude. Hit the gym or catch up with friends. You gotta make smart moves, not just go for shaking your meat. Here is a no-brainer. Spend less time by yourself. If your evenings are just you, your couch, and a whole lot of nothing, it is time for a change. Dive into a part-time gig, join a sports team, or volunteer. Anything that gets you out and about instead of wallowing in boredom at home. Loneliness is a beast, and your obsession with smartphones isn't helping. Find your tribe, whether it is a partner, a friend, or a community. You are not meant to fight this battle solo. And if all else fails, go for counseling. Sometimes the roots of our struggles are buried deep, and it takes a professional to help unearth them. If you are at the point where you are saying, I want to stop, but I just can't, it is time to acknowledge a deeper issue. An experienced counselor will dig into your past to tackle the here and now. If you are wrestling with masturbation addiction, this is where you start. If all of this hits you, smash that like button and subscribe for more straight shooting advice. See you in the next one.